Hello, this is video number 2 in the 3-part video series. This video is Channel an Abundance Mindset. This funnels the Channel Your Self-Compassion video. I will go a bit deeper into dieting and diet culture here in order to illustrate the importance of abundance. So when it comes to food and body, diet culture has actually sold us the idea that less is more, that eating less will give you a better body, a healthier body, a body that lives longer, that weighing less, that shrinking your body, that being small is better. These ideas are backed by giant industries like the beauty and fashion industry. Food restriction and diet culture essentially reject body diversity. Food restriction celebrates thinness only. But there's a problem with maintaining food restriction. In about 98% of cases, people will gain weight from dieting from food restriction. This is because food restriction is fundamentally anti-human. Restricting food tells your body that your hunger cues are meaningless. And in response to not feeding your body releases all sorts of messages to your brain through chemicals that you are in a state of starvation and that this state is unhealthy and unsafe. Your body and your brain do whatever it takes to make you eat. So restriction actually leads to binge eating. A restrictive mindset disrupts the body's natural hunger and fullness cues. Intuitive eating is the exact opposite. If diet culture is restriction, intuitive eating is abundance. An abundance mindset gives you the opportunity to ask yourself, what do I want to eat now? So that you can tap into your inner cues to feed yourself and honor your hunger and fullness, so that you don't listen to outside forces and messages, so that you become aware of what you want to eat, how much, and when, so that you develop a relationship with food built on trust. An abundance mindset means that all food is good food, that morality is not attached to food, that no food is off limits. The food police are fired. There are no food rules. When food rules go away, abundance widens our thinking and actions, and we get closer to our body's function, purpose, and worth. We ask ourselves what we want and give ourselves what we want. With an abundance mindset and the permission to eat, you will get more connected to your inner state, to your hunger and fullness cues, like I've said a couple of times. Also with abundance comes freedom. Freedom of choice around food and your body. This freedom multiplies to all areas of your life and is wonderful. Once you have food and body freedom, so many of your aspects of your life will have it too. Now, I understand that this approach, an approach of abundance, is scary. It's scary because dieting gives you control. You can't trust yourself around food, so that's why you restrict. Plus, you're afraid to gain weight. It's really the last thing you want. This is where I come in. I'm a certified intuitive eating counselor, and I know what it takes to get you to have an abundance mindset. It takes time, it takes patience, it takes understanding, it takes listening, it takes exercises and activities. It takes coming back to talking with me over and over and over again about what you're experiencing. And I don't know how much time it takes. Many people want to know the answer to that. But what I do know is that on the other side is freedom. And I've seen this over and over again in myself and so many others. If you show your children that all food is good food, that all food is permissible, and give your children access to food, they will start to establish a closer relationship with their inner hunger and fullness cues. I know this sounds counterintuitive. If I eat more, I'll be more out of control. It's exactly the opposite, actually. Remember that restriction is really what makes you want to eat more. This definitely starts with you. If you have an abundance mindset when it comes to food, your kids will. And I understand truly if you don't. It's a process to getting there. Like I said, it takes time. This is where self-compassion comes in. This is where Kristen Neff's work around self-kindness, the human condition, and mindfulness come in. And finally, I'll leave you with a fabulous formula that sums up this entire thing. Abundance plus permission equals discernment.